Good riddance to bad rubbish. Welcome back to the video. Welcome back, people. Today we're talking Ryan Garcia and his 1-year suspension for testing positive for Ostarine against Devin Haney. Like, share, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. Now, I've been wanting Garcia to be banned. For the Devin Haney fight, I was actually a bigger Ryan Garcia fan, but I did think Devin Haney might take it. But I actually really did like Ryan Garcia. But during the course of the fight and the run up to the fight, I started to really be a bit skeptical towards Garcia. I did not like the things that were coming out of his social media. I didn't like the way that the fans are responding to it, just saying, oh, it's all promotion for the fight, saying a lot of nonsense and a lot of controversial things, and then just putting it down to fight promotion. We're in a very dangerous era now where people are just going to do the shock factor, whatever they can do to try and sell a fight, and then put it down to selling a fight with no actual consequences. So I'm happy to see there's been consequences for his actions in this one. Tested positive for Ostarine twice. I saw an unconfirmed report that it might have been a third test that he's actually failed, but I don't know if that's confirmed or not. And try to come up with all these nonsense excuses and nonsense reasons, like the supplement taking a supplement reason. That is, or that can be a legitimate reason, but anytime that happens, the supplement company should then be sued if it is proved to be a tainted supplement. But then he provided some very, very kind of say iffy proof, rather than sending a batch of those closed supplements to VADA for testing. He sent opened. He said he's used and open supplements for testing. Obviously, that can't be tested properly because he could have contaminated them himself. So then the actual supplement company that he was accusing of being tainted, they said they did batch testing and nothing else was positive for Ostarine. There it is, smoking gun. But for some reason, the fans are still backing Garcia. Now, I don't know what people have against Devin Haney. Well, actually, I do. Before, I didn't know what people had against Devin Haney. I didn't understand how Garcia is definitely the villain in this situation, but is somehow being celebrated as a bad guy. Sorry, as the good guy. And Devin Haney was being celebrated as a bad guy. I'm like, but he took the fight. Yes, like the overweight thing. People were like, oh, well, it's only 3 pounds. It does matter, as much as idiots who don't know boxing think it doesn't. It does matter. Yeah, Devin Haney took the fight. But if he didn't take the fight, people act like, you could have just said no. He would have gotten even more stick if he didn't take the fight. And people don't like to talk about that. If he's getting this stick now, people would have been like, oh, it's only £3. Why would you not take the fight? And then he's also going to cancel the people on the undercard who won't be able to fight. He won't be earning any money. So let's kind of celebrate him for that a little bit. You know what I mean? And then the drugs thing, like Ryan Garcia's tested positive, yet he is getting all the plaudits, and people are like, oh, Devin lost anyway. It's like, no, it does matter. This is a drugs cheating here. Like, if Conor Benn, or what happened with Conor Benn, the public turned against him, but for some reason Ryan Garcia gets celebrated. What the heck is going on? Not being funny. Punishment is a little bit, let's say it's a little bit pants. He's got a 1-year suspension, which really means nothing. That means I'm probably missing out on one fight. Who cares? And then he gets fined $1 million, which then goes to his promoter. Listen, boxing is corrupt. I thought this when all of this stuff was going on. He had to, go through his whole case, but he was on DAZN doing interviews. He had a sit-down interview with DAZN. I think it was leading up to the Tyson Fury fight. He was on DAZN broadcast, and I was just like, this guy is a drug cheat. Why are we celebrating this person? But he brings in views, and I guess that's all that matters. And that's what I hate about boxing right now. He says some shocking things to promote the fight, talking about the conflict in the Middle East and try to, placate to people's sympathies, and just basically saying that he's for a certain side just to get people on side, and not actually doing any work to actually back up the charity work that he said he's going to do. He's kind of taken a leaf from the Tyson Fury book, even with this drugs test as well. And he announced his retirement following a positive drugs test, something that Tyson Fury has also done. It's a bit ridiculous, if you ask me. Even though it's only a year, I'm glad that something has been done. BBC, Mauricio, Suleiman, Weeby Crooks have come out and said they're not going to punish Ryan because he's going through something and he needs help. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, what is going on? It's so corrupt. I can't even believe it. But yeah, with Devin Haney, I did actually bring that up. I do kind of get why he's getting the hate. I didn't get it before, but he just doesn't help himself. The whole situation with the purse bids, I had a lot of issues with Eddie Hearn recently over Eddie Hearn not bidding for him on the Sandor Martin fight. And Eddie has been very cutthroat with it, but he is very right in what he's saying. Like, he's not signed to him, so he doesn't actually really owe him anything, especially for a fight that isn't really going to sell. And then it kind of seems like Haney has then thrown his toys at the pram, being like, "Oh, I'm not going to fight for 2 years. I'm just going to wait till Ryan comes back from suspension." I'm like, you're not sounding great right about now, bro. The fight has been ruled a no contest, and Devin Haney's got his undefeated record back. That doesn't really matter. Like, it does obviously to Haney, but you know, the undefeated thing doesn't matter that much. You know, we saw as much as the drugs cheat has, you know, that's been proven. It doesn't really matter that you're undefeated. It doesn't matter. Like, you could put it as a no contest, but it doesn't matter as much. But Ryan Garcia having that win taken away, that does matter in my eyes. There should be more, but at least it's something. For me, it's good riddance to bad rubbish. I hope this kind of trend of just being shocking and being a big personality in order to sell a fight, no matter the consequences or there's no consequences, I hope that trend is over. I hope it is done. But no unboxing, it won't be. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. See you soon. Peace.